Hi there, this is Aaron. Today is Saturday the 1st of March. Now today's a bit of a special day for lots of reasons. First of all, today is the first day of spring, and as you look out, you can really see that spring is in the air. I'm still slightly terrified that March has got some surprises for us, but there's certainly lots to do on the allotment. Now, the first thing, of course, though, is to look back at my seeds and my chilli plants that I was going to replant. So I didn't come down here last weekend, but I did do some work on those. So this is last weekend. These are my chillies. On advice from pretty much everybody, I've taken the flowers off of these. There's a couple of them that are getting more flowers, so when they appear, I'm going to take those off as well. Thank you so much to Scott for the comment that he left and the link that he left. That's been really useful. Also to Tony for your sage-like advice as ever. And also ChilliGrowerJoe. It's been really useful for me to go over to ChilliGrowerJoe's channel, where he really does keep meticulous detail of everything that he does to his chilies, and that's really helped me. And certainly if you grow chilies, by all means go over and have a look at that channel, because I think it's really good. So what we're doing now is that we're going to repot these into larger pots, which was the other bit of advice I was given, so that they've got a lot of room to move about. Now I'm taking a leaf out of Dan's book here, where I've got the larger pot, and then I'm going to place this pot inside the larger pot so that I get the right depth. And then finally to pull out the compost and the root ball and put that into its new home. I know that chilies don't like a lot of water, but I think that if you're repotting, the advice is that you should always give the plants a good water. So that's what I'm going to do, so that they're wet when they go in. And they're on a very dry spot so that they will dry out. But that's what we're going to do right now. And so this is the chilies once they've been potted on. Now these are the biggest pots I've got. They're a good 6, one of them possibly even 8 inches deep. So there should be plenty of room for them to grow into. I did treat them as if any other plants, so that I watered them before I put them into the new pot, and then I watered them after I put them into the new pot, so that everything settles in. I hope that's the right thing to do. Had a bit of an accident with this one, and that one's a little bit crooked. It was the smallest plant though, so if it is going to die, it's the one that was most likely to die anyway. I've noticed I've got a couple more flowers coming on a couple of them, so I'll keep my eye on them and take them off when they appear. But that is my chilies repotted. Let's hope it works. On the window ledge we can see that the onions are coming through already that I planted. I've taken all of the seeds out of the plastic covers because there wasn't enough air getting in. You can probably see actually there's a little bit of mould on the edges of the chilies. I'm letting the air get to them. It does seem to be clearing it, so I don't think it's going to be a lasting problem, but that's something that I've had to keep an eye on. It's the same story with my leeks. They are really coming on. I'm surprised that they're coming on so quickly, so early. I'm going to have to get the ground dug very quickly so that there's enough room for all of these leeks. But again, yes, taking them out of the bags was a good idea, so that it's got air to breathe and so it doesn't build up with the mould. But lots of leeks coming along. So if we look at my chilli plants today, so this is Saturday, just before going down the allotment, this is a week after potting them, and you see that actually they've all really recovered. We've got shoots coming at the bottom of this one. That's looking really good. This one hasn't got shoots coming through, but all the others have. So certainly a week later, none of the chilies seem to have any ill effects from their repotting. So thank you very much to everyone for all your advice on that. And you can see that the onions have really come on. That's in just a week. They're getting very leggy. They're on a windowsill which doesn't get that much sun. Consequently, I think they're really straining for the sun. As soon as we get the greenhouse built, I want to get those transferred down there. Now this is quite incredible. This is a week later, and this is my leeks. They were just starting to shoot up. And now you can see again, this is another windowsill that doesn't actually get that much sun. We don't actually have a south-facing window. The sun comes over the house, and so it's sort of in the morning or in the afternoon. But you can see that these leeks, I use that little mantra of one for the rook, one for the crow, one to rot and one to grow. Well, they've all bloody grown. And I now have an absolute abundance of leeks. Again, I need to get these down to the greenhouse so that they can be in full sun, so that then I can get them into the ground. What is a bit of a problem is this chilli plant here. Now, this chilli plant isn't actually suffering from anything apart from the fact that it was eaten by a cat. Capsicum is actually poisonous to cats. It won't kill them, but it will give them, quite nasty stomach cramps. And so our cats decided that this was the most delicious plant in the world, and as you can see, they nibbled it to bits. Fortunately, and I don't know if you can see this, but the plant is actually trying to recover. It's got new shoots coming out. I'm wondering if I should just prune off the top and just bite the bullet on that. And if anybody's got some advice, maybe Dale, I know that you're very good at pruning plants. If you could let me know what would be the best thing to do here, including just shove it in the compost bin, then please let me know. So as you can see, I have kittens that like to eat chilli plants. Now the other thing, and you may notice something, is that I've decided to invest in a few things. And so what I've actually got now is a little rig for a tripod to put my camera onto. I went with a recommendation from somebody that probably everybody watching this channel knows, which is Rick Van Man. I'll put the name of the tripod that we bought and also the link where we got it from Amazon, because it does certainly seem like a very chunky bit of kit, perfect for taking out into fields and things, and seems to be doing the job quite nicely. Well, what we're going to be getting on with today is to build the greenhouse that I've been so excited about this all week. Managed to bring it down here last week, but didn't have enough light to get it built. And that's what we're going to try today. So I'm going to get on with those things. But before I do, let's just have a walk around the allotment and see what's happening. This is the space that I've dug. We did this last time I was down 2 weeks ago. If I come round, you see there is my Valbon tripod, which is certainly a welcome addition to the kit. What's interesting is that it looks like my broad beans are recovering from the battering that they got. If we look on this angle here, going along the line, everything that was flattened seems to be making a bit of a recovery, which is really fantastic. So very, very pleased about that. I've been a bit worried about my garlic, whether it's been too wet and whether it was going to rot in the ground. And I found it really interesting watching the allotment shed this morning before I came out, where they were giving a really in-depth view on growing garlic, what garlic needs, why it needs it, and how to get the best garlic. So I was a bit worried, but it seems to be doing fine at the moment. And lads, I don't know if you're watching this, but does that look all right to you? What is getting very necessary very quickly is to get in here and do something about weeding these onions out, because it's now getting to the stage where the ground is warming up and the weeds are going to be coming back pretty soon. So yeah, I need to get in there and do something about that pretty quickly. I may be kidding myself, and I thought I could see this last time, and I'm getting more and more convinced that I can see this, that there may be some buds coming through, so possibly my white currants will survive. These are my red currants, and they are definitely got little shoots and little buds coming, so it looks as if that one survived. This is my black currant, and that still looks like a twig. I'm still not sure, and thank you for the reassurance, Andy, I really do appreciate it. But that's the one that looks to me as if it's still a dead twig. Obviously, I'm going to bow to your better judgment, and we'll wait and see. But that's the one that I've been worried about all along. Now, that's no longer a rosy glow. That is actually rhubarb growing. I'm not going to pick it. I'm not going to force it because, I mean, everything about forcing suggests that you're putting stress on the plant. And I think I should probably let this establish itself. Obviously, if anybody knows different and says, no, you go ahead, you force it. I mean, this is a brand new crown that was put in the autumn. And I certainly don't want to put it under undue stress because I want it to get established. But, yeah, anybody that knows different, please do let me know. So there we got it. I am now going to attempt to build the greenhouse, and I'm going to try and film it so that you can see just how easy it is for a complete novice to build a greenhouse. See you in a second. So you can see now that the basic structure is... Well, just as I was working, I actually ran out of film. So I'm so sorry, that wasn't the full effect. There I was ready to grasp my moment of internet stardom and produce the ultimate plastic greenhouse making video. Something to rival Tony. Tony, if you're watching, I'm sure I was really good. You just couldn't see it. But it ran out. But we have completed it. I've used a trick that I picked up from Andy, which is to use broom handles inside to help stabilise it. You can probably see they've got guy ropes with tent hooks to stabilise it. That's absolutely useless. So what I've done is I've hammered into the ground into a good 1.5 to 2 foot broom handles, which I'll connect to the actual structure of the greenhouse so that it can stand up to a little bit of wind. Now for a lot of wind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the cover. If we take a look inside, this is it inside. I've got 3 racks of staging to put my seedlings on both sides. I've got lots of things in there at the moment just to weigh it all down in case we do have a wind. There's plenty there to weigh it down, so I don't think it is going to move. Here are the broom handles that I mentioned. What I'm going to do is get some gaffer tape so that they are securely taped onto the sides. They're hammered directly into the ground. Cardboard on the floor, I'll put some more down on there, stop the weeds coming through. But that is my greenhouse, and I am very pleased with it. And with that, the sun is also going, so it's coming to the end of the day. It's taken me a long time to build that. The instructions were not amazingly clear. Once you got the hang of it, yes, you knew what you were doing. The little plastic connectors, one of them was slightly split. So, I mean, if you do get these sorts of things, and I'll put it down in the comments below and the description where it came from, what it is, who made it. But yes, you do have to be careful of those plastic connectors. Overall, I mean, for the money that I paid for it, I think it's an excellent product. So I'm hoping I can put it to good use throughout this season. Well, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time on The Allotment. Goodbye.